the external sources of recruitment. As we mentioned earlier, there are 9 sources of recruitment in this external source. Let us discuss one by one. Direct recruitment. A notice is placed on the notice board of the factory or company or an organization, and a job seekers assemble and selection is done on the spot itself. Such workers are called badli workers. Payment on daily wage basis are provided to such type of workers. They are suitable. This type of recruitment is suitable when there is rush of work or some permanent workers are absent. So in when we have to complete any work urgently, so we have to appoint few more workers, or suppose permanent workers is on absent, he is leave on that day, or he is on leave for some days, so we have to replace that workers with somebody new worker. In that case we can go for direct recruitment. Okay, so this type of recruitment is done in case of labors and all that, semi-skilled or skilled labors. For this type skilled work we go for direct recruitment. Now next is casual callers. A company gets applications and uses them when the vacancy arises. So as you all know that whenever a advertisement is given, so the company receives number of application and biodatas, so they will keep those biodatas. They will select one or two as per the requirements. They will fill the vacancies, and they will keep aside these biodatas for future reference. So whenever they need or there is more vacancies, they will call from this list of applicants which is kept aside. So that comes under external sources of recruitment. Next is the advertisement. Advertisement in newspapers or trade journals is used when a wider choice is required. Most of the senior positions in businesses are filled by advertising on TV or internet, etc. So this is also one way of source of filling the vacancies when we have to fill the vacancies for senior position in the businesses. Okay, so advertisement, televisions, magazines or newspapers, and these are different choices available. Now next one is the employment exchange. So government has established an employment exchange in most of the cities. It help in the recruitment of unskilled and skilled operative jobs. So once you finish your studies or graduations, and as you get qualified in your studies, you can apply yourself in the employment exchange, and they will call you whenever a job opportunity is ahead, according to your ability or your qualifications. If there is any job opportunity, then they will call you. So this is the employment exchange. Okay, you have to update your update your qualification whenever you are attaining any higher studies, and you have qualified your higher studies, graduations or post graduation. According to your upgradation, you have to update your information in the employment exchange also. That is also required. So this is also one external source of recruitment, that is employment exchange. The next one is the placement agencies and management consultants. So placement agencies compile your biodata of a large number of candidates. They take up the large number of biodatas of candidates and recommend suitable names to their clients. They charge fees for their services. So placement agencies are there, as well as management consultants are there to help the organization to recruit the technical, professional and managerial persons. So these agencies and these consultants, they work filling the gap between the candidates and the organizations. Okay. Now next one is the campus recruitment. You may have heard about this. In campus recruitment, employing organizations visit campuses of various academic institutions offering relevant courses. The entire selection process is performed at the campus itself. So this is also one way of recruitment. Now the seventh sources of external source of recruitment is the web publishing. So web publishing is an internet based electronic mode of external recruitment. So we use internet to recruit the to fill the vacancies. Job seekers apply on the basis of job openings given on the website. So whenever there is a vacant place, so job seekers, they apply for in the websites, and employing organization shortlist suitable candidate from this website itself. Naukri.com, you may have heard about this. So they have the list of candidates who wants the job, and as per the call from the employing organization, this job seekers will be shortlisted. Now the next type of external source of recruitment is the labor contractors. So labor contractors, they maintain close contact with the laborers and other unskilled workers. Organization may use the service of these labor contractors to fill suitable vacancies, mostly for specific period. So some contractors, they will have some set of workers, unskilled workers or laborers, and whenever there is a need for work or need of such employees, these contractors may fill the vacancies as per the requirement and for the specific period. Now next is the employee recommendation. Present and the former employees of an organization may recommend specific persons suitable for employment. These persons may be family members or friends also. So present or former employees, they can recommend a suitable person to fill the vacancies. They may be their family members or even the friends also. So as per the recommendation of the employees, the vacant place can be filled up. So these are the different sources, external sources of recruitment. Now let us see the merits and demerits of external source of recruitment. Management can attract qualified persons. So through external source of recruitment, we can get a qualified set of persons. Then the management has a wider choice while selecting people for employment. We saw that in internal sources there are limited choice, but in case of external sources there are wider choice, because we are calling from a wide pool of people. Okay, we are inviting a wide number of people to offer themselves for the job. Then it brings fresh talent in the organization. So fresh talents are also invited when we are going for an external sources of recruitment. Next is it develops competitive spirit amongst existing staff. So the existing staff in the organization, there will be a sense of competition among them. Spirit will be there to work more, to perform well. Okay, so these are the merits related to external source of recruitment. Now let us see the demerits related to external source of recruitment. It may lead to dissatisfaction among the existing staff, as it reduces their chance of promotion. Because we are filling the vacancies from the external source, it may create a dissatisfaction, we can say, in the existing staff. Okay, so that will be a demerit. The second one, it is a very costly process, as lot of money is spent in advertisement and processing of applications also. So this all is very costly process, and it is a lengthy process also. It is a time consuming and a very lengthy process, that is recruiting staff or filling the vacancy from the external source of recruitment is a very lengthy and costly process. So these are the demerit related to this source of recruitment. Now let us conclude today's class. Today we saw what is recruitment, its definition we saw, and we saw that there are two sources of recruitment, external, internal sources, in which there are two main types, transfer and promotion, and external sources, in which we have studied 9 different types of sources. So hope you will you are going through the textbook regularly, reading the pages which we are dealing with in the lecture classes. Attend the test paper attached along with this session, and a YouTube URL is also provided so that you can have more information related to this topic. Meet you in the next class with a new process of staffing, that is selection. Till then, goodbye, take care.